A high-profile sex assault case still garnering attention. New tonight, the protest and now counter-protest, and the worry future cases will be negatively affected by all the attention. For the first time, supporters of the victim in the Greg Kelley case in Williamson County are making their voices heard, adding to the growing community outrage.
The 19-year-old was sentenced earlier this month, and KXAN's Angie Bevan shows us why some people say these protests make it harder for other abuse victims to come forward.
People in orange, silent, showing support for Greg Kelley outside the Williamson County Jail.
We're hoping that Attorney General Abbott or Governor Perry will pay attention to this, and we're not asking them to make a leap to say that they think that Greg is innocent. We just want them to say, hey, there's enough holes here, there's enough red flags here that this deserves a second look.
Across the parking lot, people in teal supporting the victim in the case.
I'm a very spiritual person.
Janet Heimlich is the director of the Child Friendly Faith Project, a group that advocates for victims of such abuse. She says these demonstrations, especially when members of church or faith community are involved, are harmful to victims.
I think that they don't maybe have a full appreciation for what kind of an impact it can have when you have very public rallies in support of someone who has been convicted of sexually abusing a small child.
Kelley was convicted of sexually abusing a 4-year-old boy at an in-home daycare. The man was living at the home during that time. Kelley maintained his innocence during the trial.
We definitely don't want to see any child ever harmed, but we just don't think that the case has been proven beyond all reasonable doubt that Greg is the guy that did this.
Douglas says they want to get the right person behind bars. In Georgetown, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
And to give you some perspective, last week we told you Kelley and his new attorney will file that motion for a new trial. A motion for a new trial has to be filed within 30 days of sentencing, meaning Kelley has a little more than 2 weeks to do so now. The court has up to 75 days to consider granting that request. That means a judge would decide if Kelley got a fair trial the first time around.